fucking rich and hot. I'm so fucking rich and really hot. I'm so fucking rich and hot. I'm so fucking rich.
Hello, everybody, and happy Monday. This is Hot and Rich, a show about, what do you call them again? Oh, yeah, celebrities. My name is Kate Raft. I'm your host. Today is Monday? Yeah. Check your calendar. We're doing Hot and Rich on Monday this week. It's Monday, December 14th, 2020. And boy, oh boy, I haven't done a show on a Monday in so long. You know, it's like usually we do the show Tuesdays, but this week I have a 1-day writer's room job and I got to do it tomorrow. So we pushed the show up a day. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Because Mama's got to work. Okay.
Mama's got to work.
Mommy's got to work. Mommy. I'm going to start saying mommy instead of mama.
Mama.
Like when I sing Bohemian Rhapsody, I'm going to be like, Mommy just killed a man. Mommy. Ooh. You know? When I watch the musical Mamma Mia, I'm going to call it Mommy Mia. When I sing that ABBA song, I'm going to go, Mommy Mia, here we go again. How could I forgive you? How could I forgive you?
How could I forgive you?
Mommy Mia.
Mommy Mia?
When I go to, there's this Italian restaurant in my hometown called Mama D's. But when I go there, I'm going to call it Mommy D's. Mommy D's. When I talk about Mama Cass from the Mamas and the Papas, I'm going to say Mommy Cass from the Mommies and the Papas. Should I keep going? I can keep going.
You can come up with more mamas. I got to get myself a water. So why don't you do a couple more mamas and I'll get myself a glass of water.
God, so unprofessional. This guy thinks he needs and can have water on my show. Okay, you don't need to drink water on my show. Okay, be thirsty. That's the energy we need here on Hot and Rich. Thirst. So disrespectful. I usually don't let my employees get water, but I guess I'll make an exception this time. I am married to the man. Me personally, I drink a lot of water, but I always have it right next to me. It's called a giant hydro flask. And I love it. 40 ounces, baby. It'd be cool to be sponsored by Hydro Flask. Do you think I could get a sponsorship? I don't think I could get it. I feel like that's a hard account to get. Jack, are you back?
I had to put new water on. Sorry.
He has to.
I had to go outside and put a new water.
I know. Are you back now?
I'm back now. Yeah.
When you were out there, did you see a box for me?
No.
Okay. Here's the update, everybody. I'm on the edge of my seat today. Literally, every 5 minutes, I've been going outside and poking my head out the door because today is the day where I'm getting my new iPhone and I can't think of anything else. It's the first time I've had a new iPhone in forever because I keep using old ones. It's either ones that I've bought off eBay that are super old or Jack's old phones. Right now I'm using, this is my phone right now. It's the biggest, stupidest iPhone 7. It's all cracked. It sucks. It's heavy. It's too heavy. These are champagne problems. Shout out to the song that Taylor Swift wrote called Champagne Problems from Evermore. But
Kate's been waking up every day. Her arm is so sore.
It's sore.
Kate has been waking up. Her arm is sore. She's like, Jack, please, it's too heavy.
It really sucks. to have a heavy phone, and I'm very excited for my new phone. I already preemptively got an iPhone case for it from the Hot and Rich merch store. Everybody go to hotandrichshow.com for that link. Look at how nice it is, but there's no phone to put in it. I know. Listen, this is like a big day for me because I want my nice new toy. I want my nice new phone. Phones are important to me. I check them all the time, all day, every day. And I just I don't want to miss, I want it right when the delivery guy brings it on. Now it's supposed to be here by 4:30. It's 4:16 and it's still not here. Jack?
It needs to get here now.
What if it comes in the middle of the show? Should I just stop the show? What do I do? If it comes in the middle of the show, do I stop the show? I might have to. I might have to.
Why not?
But we have a guest today, so I can't leave my guest hanging. You guys are gonna love her. You know her already. She's been on the show before. I'm not bringing her on yet, but it's Claire Downs. So spoiler alert. Jack, what's new with you?
Oh, me? Well, I've been playing the game Cyberpunk 2077, and I enjoy it quite a bit.
Okay.
The new Grand Theft Auto Online comes out.
Right.
I'm excited about all this stuff.
Yeah, Jack, when I let you go, when I bring Claire on, go out and check the package for me, will ya?
Okay.
You swear you saw nothing when you went to go change the water bottle.
You want me to go check again?
Yeah, go check right now. Just in case. I mean, listen, I have text alerts set up, but I don't know. Kate is hot in the chat, says, Kate's nerd husband cracks me up. I do have a total nerd husband. What a dork. What a nerdy little dork. Unlike me, I'm a cool, popular babe. Not an ounce of nerd in this hot bot.
Just joking.
Oh my God, what the fuck? Did you guys hear that? Jack just walked in and said, it's here. And he even had his hand out like this. And it was empty. And he said, just joking. What the fuck? Who does that? Who fucking does that? Actually divorced for that. I know we joke a lot about divorce, but actually divorced for that. Actually divorced for that.
I said just joking.
That's not a joke. That's just called cruelty. You're a fucking mean one. You're a fucking mean one.
I'm sorry. Mr. Grinch?
Mr. Grinch?
Well, I'm not a nasty, wasty skunk.
Yeah, some say you are. Some are
Really?
saying you are.
Really?
Yeah.
People are calling me, I'm certainly more cuddly than a cactus.
Some would disagree.
I must be more charming than an eel.
Others say otherwise.
Okay. I'm a good banana. We can at least agree that I'm at least a good banana.
No.
With a normal yellow peel.
Well, it's greasy. It's black.
Oh, no. My teeth are termite free.
Not true.
And I'm actually I have all the I have all the tender sweetness of a sleeping little puppy.
No, it's more like a seasick crocodile.
Well, given the choice between the two of us, you'd probably choose me though, right?
No, I would choose the seasick crocodile. You guys, Jack and I have watched so much Grinch in the past couple weeks. We're so fucking Grinchified in this house, and it feels so good. It's the right vibe. It's the season of the Grinch. I'm Grinch pilled as fuck. I'm ODing on Grinch pills. I'm Grinch fucking pilled.
I'm based and Grinch pilled.
What is based?
I don't know. Don't even worry about it.
I don't want to know. Sometimes there's words and I'm like, I don't want to know that one. I don't want to know that one. You know what my new thing is, Jack? Getting really stoned off of legal marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
And flip it on the TV.
Oh, yeah. We love the damn stuff.
To Nat Geo Wild.
That's what you're into these days.
I'm really fucking into Nat Geo Wild. They've got a great programming on Nat Geo Wild. You know what I like the best is the shows that take place in like the Arctic. I don't know why. It's like really cozy to be like warm in my bed and watching like cold animals. It's chill. It's fucking, you know what inspired me to get into it was Fierce Queens from the now dead network Quibi. I know it's like a classic stoner move to get high and watch like animals and shit, but I really liked it. I like doing it. It's my new thing, Nat Geo Wild. So, you know, I'm trying to just, you know, tell you guys about my life. I mean, this is my podcast. Why else are you here? Oh, you might be here to talk about celebrities. Okay, fine. Jack, anything else new with you? I can't believe you pranked me about the iPhone being here.
It was pretty funny, though.
Like, this case remains empty because of you. And my heart remains empty because of you. Ugh. Should we do it? Should we get Claire on now? Here's my question. Do I get Claire on now and do all the topics with Claire? Or do I do a couple topics first?
You're basically asking, do we get rid of Jack now or later?
I think we get Claire on now because,
okay, great.
Because you're like really like bad at co-hosting this show. I keep you on because like you're kind of nepotismed into the job.
That's bullshit. I host the show just fine.
You're pretty terrible at it. Half the time you're not paying attention. And
you're
the other
so
half,
pissed. You're so pissed off about the phone prank.
Yeah. It's not nice to piss me off on the air.
That was funny though.
You said, you know, this is the one thing I want in my whole life is to get my new iPhone. I don't care about my friends, family, loved ones, anything in my life. I only care about getting this new iPhone. And then you prank me saying that it has arrived when it in fact has not arrived.
I love my wife, and one of the things you got to do with love for a wife is make some jokes. Have a little bit of fun.
I'm pissed. I'm not afraid to be honest
Claire
about how
just
pissed I am.
messaged me saying, ready when you are.
All right. Should we get Claire on? Okay, and we're live here with Claire Downs. Claire, thank you so much for coming on Hot and Rich again. It's great to have you back.
Thank you for having me.
And you're wearing the shirt I bought you for your birthday. Which technically I gave you a gift card, which I know you're not supposed to do for birthdays, but sometimes you gotta give the gift of a gift card. You know?
Everyone in the chat saying there's an echo.
I'll fix that right now. Okay, and it's now been fixed.
Claire, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
How's it going? How's life? Anything you want to report to the Hot and Rich community?
Yeah, actually, I haven't even told you this. I have been working for the last 3 weeks on a pretty deep investigative story about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And
oh my God, shut up. That's amazing.
Yeah, so I've got some tea, and this is pretty much the most serious article I've ever written, where there's some allegations that the legal team of the outlet I'm writing for is helping me just so that I don't get sued. And so that's probably all I should say right now.
I don't want you to scoop yourself or get in any trouble, so I won't ask you too much, but I feel like I know what it's about. Like, I'm not going to ask you on the air, but I feel like I know what it's about. Just from hearing that tiny tidbit.
Yeah, it's probably about someone you've talked about extensively.
Okay, great. Oh my God, I can't wait. When is it coming out? Do you know?
Well, it was supposed to come out for their season finale, which we thought was this week, but then the season finale is actually next week, so it'll probably come out next week. And also, thank God, because I had some new sources talking to me on the phone and some fact checking that I wanted to do. It's real crazy. I feel in over my head, honestly.
Claire, I'm so fucking excited for this. Also, I can't believe the season finale is already happening. Like that, what a whirlwind.
Yeah, so we're not sure if it's the season finale on the 23rd, because we're just, the outlet I'm writing for isn't sure. It's just what they post on. But I believe it's the 23rd. But if there's a Sundance episode, there might be one more that airs the 28th or 20. I guess it would be in the new year, but with the holidays, I'm not sure. I don't know how cable works. I haven't watched cable in years.
You know what? I'm really into Nat Geo Wild.
I heard you're
Nat
naming
Geo.
your kid
Speaking-
Natalie Geode Wild.
Yeah, my child, my future child's
Natalie
name.
Giovanni Wild.
Yeah, Natalie Giovanni Wild. Honestly, like if maybe I'll marry Olivia Wilde just so I can do it. She's single now.
Yeah. Oh boy, I told you a story about her. We can't talk about.
I know you have a great story, but I won't make you say it.
I'll just do some quick bullet points. Essentially, I got ice cream around the same time as Olivia Wilde and her then husband, Jace, right?
I don't think they ever got married. They were engaged.
Okay. Okay. Then boyfriend, and it's a story for another time that I shouldn't be recorded.
Yeah, don't. You got to save that one for a paycheck. You're not getting paid enough here.
I feel like so far I've just teased information, and that's not fair, really.
No, I love it. Just tease. Just give it a little tease. Just give us a little taste. Give us that little Claire Downs taste.
Yeah. Clap if you agree.
Yeah, clap if you agree. Okay, Claire, I think we should start by talking about the Bella Thorne. Did you see what Bella Thorne posted today? So Bella Thorne posted that she invented OnlyFans today.
Oh my God.
Which she did.
Yeah, everyone knows that no one was doing OnlyFans until Bella Thorne invented it. She posted these Instagrams that look like from first class on an airplane. I don't know where she's going.
Do you think that this is a reaction to the New York Post story about the medic who is doing OnlyFans?
I think it
doing
actually
on that
is.
medic?
I think it actually is. She posted on OnlyFans, quote, everyone jumping on OnlyFans, but I took the hit for doing it first. Cool. Legit, everyone in my newsfeed following in my footsteps, but when I was getting heat, y'all were scared. End quote.
And why were you getting heat again?
Yeah, Bella Thorne. Did you ever end up giving that money to sex workers or anything? Bella?
She definitely did. I mean, so she's my husband's former employer.
Oh.
You know that, right?
Yeah. I forgot, but yeah.
He worked on the show Famous in Love, which she starred in.
Classic
and
show.
Yeah, he was a showrunner's assistant on that show. And that's where I'm probably going to stop talking.
Oh my God, Claire, you're so successful now. You can't, you're muzzled by your own fame.
It's like a burlesque act over here.
Oh my God. Well, I'll say it. Someone tweeted that Bella Thorne was one of the top 10 villains of 2020, and I thought that was hilarious. And that same person, believe her name is Jasmine Rice Girl. Jack, can I change my own slides or no?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. I'm not editing that out. Here's one of her other tweets. It says, remember when she posted an apology and told sex workers to send links so she would promote them and then never did anything, and now she just tweets promotions of her own OnlyFans page while sex workers are still screwed by the caps and restrictions that she brought about, end quote. So we'll move on from that because Claire can't comment on it. But everybody watch Famous in Love.
I don't know that you can. I mean, it was canceled after one season.
Rest in peace to Famous in Love. Rip. Okay.
I will say that the novelist who the show's book is based on, who's Rebecca Searle, she's one of the nicest people I have met in Hollywood. And she's a prominent author now. And she's written several books. She's a good person. Yeah.
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
Okay. We have to talk about pastoral burnout because we were talking about this on Twitter, how Carl Lentz, the ousted Hillsong guy, which, Claire, like, I'm ready for the Hillsong documentary. I don't know about you. Like, what are your thoughts on the whole Carl Lentz thing?
I mean, I think that Justin Bieber and others needed a person to hang out with that was like sort of not going to get him in trouble, quote unquote. And then they sort of linked up with this guy who's like a cool pastor. He's essentially a Righteous Gemstones character. And, they just did the same stuff Justin Bieber was doing before, because a lot of pastors do not do as they say. They do as I say, not as I do. They are kind of like showing you how to live your life one way, and they don't really live that life, which is a dangerous thing. I don't stand up on a stage and tell people, hey, don't cheat on your wife. But if that is how you make your money, it's tough. But yeah, pastoral burnout.
Pastoral burnout. I didn't even know pastoral burnout was a thing, and then I Googled it today, and like there's all these like tips for how to conquer pastoral burnout, and it's like it's when pastors get burnt out. It's like a thing, and I'm obsessed with Carl Lentz like seeking outpatient treatment for pastoral burnout. Like I wonder like what that like priest or like pastor rehab in Malibu or whatever like. I found out he lives in my hometown. He moved to Manhattan Beach. So this is his house. This is not me doxing him. This was in the Daily Mail, but he literally lives in my hometown of Manhattan Beach. California.
Beautiful.
That's all his trash from moving.
That's his trash. You can go steal his identity. Just kidding. Allegedly.
Guess how much his rent is a month? This is a guy who just got fired. He's unemployed. Guess how much his rent is a month?
I don't know, Kate. Like, is it the whole house?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's renting a room out to Justin Bieber. I don't know.
How much? Like, what we're talking, like 10K?
It's 16 grand a month.
Come on, man.
It's 16 grand a month.
But you know who's paying his rent, right?
Tyler
Wasn't
Perry.
Yeah. Wasn't he paying his rent?
Tyler Perry gave him 100 grand, so I think he's good for a few months, maybe a year. I don't know.
No. Then that's okay. I mean, if Tyler Perry says I'm going to pay your rent, you don't like spit in his face and say, give me $800 a month. I mean, don't be offended. Like, don't offend Tyler Perry.
But it's like, why not just buy a house? I guess like you can't buy a nice enough house with 100 grand, but you could rent like a 16 grand a month house for, you know what I mean? I guess that's why.
I think because he thinks that this is just temporary and he's going on to bigger and better things.
I hope he drops an album or something, like a Christian mumble rap album or something.
I mean, how old is he?
I don't know. We should look that up. How old is Carl Lentz? I think he's got to be like in his 40s if I had to guess. Like I would say like late 30s. Carl Lentz, let's see. He is... Oh, I don't know his age. Interesting. Carl Lentz, Wikipedia.
36.
He's 36. Okay.
He's literally Adam Devine's character on Righteous Gemstones.
He actually is. Like, he really is.
Like a walking, talking midlife crisis.
Seriously.
Like his glasses, his like swag stuff. Like,
his like low midriff.
His low testosterone. Just kidding.
I'm sure he's, you know, got the perfect amount of testosterone.
Yeah. I mean, I heard that everyone in Hollywood's on hormonal therapy. I heard that the other day. Have you heard that?
No, is that real?
Yeah, I heard that most women in Hollywood over a certain age get hormonal therapy to delay like menopause. It's like a whole system you can get into, and you take pills and you rank it up, and then you're.
And what's what's the benefit to that?
Same amount of sex drive, other like, skin stuff, energy, emotional stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The hot new
Even do
Hollywood trend
hormonal
is
therapy.
to do like to push off menopause as long as possible. I guess I get it.
Oh,
I guess it makes
36
sense.
was from an article from 2015, says Nate K.
Oh, okay. So he's what? What's
30, 40. He's 40.
He's 40. Okay. Yeah, he seems 40.
Oh.
He seems 40. Okay,
So
we have to talk about the main event. We have to talk about why we brought you on, which is the order in which the Kardashians are going to get the COVID vaccine.
Yes. So I read that the governor of California believes that by January 1st, 2 million people in California will already be done with stage 1 of the vaccine, like the first of 2 of the injections. And my thought was just like, well, within that 2 million, I know Kris Jenner has ordered a few, because remember, she got her she got her vaccine or her COVID test like before COVID testing was a thing.
Yeah, no one was getting COVID tests, and Kris was like, "Hey, sorry, I just want to jump in to say I tested negative," and everyone was like, "Oh, we don't have tests." Yeah,
What's a test?
100%. You're so right. There's no reality in which the Kardashians are not getting the first batch of COVID tests.
They are going to be in the first 2 million for sure. Because if Kris could get a COVID test before COVID tests exists, I guarantee she's got them. They're going to be open on Christmas morning. They're going to open up the box, and it's going to be like a little piece of paper that says like, here's a QR code to see a doctor. And then the doctor is going to like scan the code and like, give them.
I think you're right. I wonder if they've already gotten them. Like, I wonder if they're getting them like today, and they're going to have their Christmas Eve party, and it's only going to be people that have gotten the COVID vaccine.
For that, they would need more than 10 people. And I think that, remember Khloe had like an early COVID party where she had that baby shower?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
I do think that only had like 20 people all in, including staff. Now that's not right. I mean, it's not good, but I think she had that. So like, I think the Kardashians won't do a party unless it's over 10. You think they're going to, Lindsay in the chat says they're totally going to do it.
I don't know. I mean, it depends on like if they know other well-connected people who were able to snag a COVID vaccine. I could see like Kris having the Hill figures over, the like
Hadid,
the Smiths,
maybe,
the Hadids, like the
Carl Lentz,
like Carl. Yeah, Justin Bieber is gonna get like. I think I could see them having like a, small for them vaccine only holiday party.
Oh, maybe they'll give the vaccine at the party.
I would not be surprised. That would be like the most fucked up but very believable like Kris Jenner thing to do. I really believe it.
Well, Kendall had like a testing guy for her Halloween party. Remember that? There was like a guy outside with your tests. So it's like possible. I mean, yeah, I think it's possible. I don't think, every Kardashian, Jenner, West is going to get the vaccine.
Yeah. So let's talk about the order in which they're going to get them. So you tweeted that Kris is first, and I couldn't agree more. She's the eldest. She's the most important puller of strings. She was running the show. It's a priority number 1 that her, and honestly, I would even put one above Kris. And,
who's that?
And you didn't even put this person on your list, but I think the first Kardashian to get the vaccine is going to be MJ, Kris Jenner's like 90-year-old mom.
Okay, I thought you were going to say the hologram.
No, that hologram, unfortunately, has already passed away.
I mean, he could get a vaccine in a hologram and be like, it's safe.
Kanye's gonna do some kind of vaccine hologram show of some sort at some point.
Kanye is did run an anti-vaccine campaign this summer, but in July, I read an article that said he says there is science to support a COVID vaccine, so he would consider it.
I think, yeah. I mean, that's very Kanye to have two completely like incongruous opinions about something. Yeah, so I agree that Chris is first. I do think MJ will get it before Chris. And then you said Kim is next, which I think is true. Kim is the next most important. But then you don't have Kylie for like a while. But I think Kylie comes right after Kim because she's like Chris's favorite.
Because she's the moneymaker?
Yeah, she's the moneymaker.
Allegedly.
I mean, I don't think she makes that. I think they're all broke. But I think in terms of like brokenness, she's like still making some sort of income.
So remember when Kylie was like, I'm not going to be on TV because I'm pregnant?
Right.
That was like to me, the big like schism of Kylie and Chris. That was like on the level of like Kourtney being like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like anything that is like, Chris is a dictator. And so anything that goes outside of the plan, which is Chris being the manager and planning everything, it's like the crown. If you're against it in any way, you're like knocked down a peg. Khloe is like the typical like over eager middle child who will always do the plan and that will always be on board. And she even like lets Chris hang out with Tristan Thompson, which is extremely fucked up. If my mom was hanging out with my cheating ex-husband, allegedly, I would not be friends with my mom if that was the case. So I put Kylie down because of that. And also because of the money stuff. I think she's like, well, I don't want Kylie. And Kylie's also younger.
That's true. Okay, so I think maybe you're right. I take that back. I think I would keep Kylie in her placement. So you would do Kanye after Kim. Then you think Kanye would get the next vaccine after Kim?
Yes, because he believes he's the most important person in the world.
Okay. I think you're not wrong. I think you're not wrong there.
Yeah.
And I think that if they're going to get it, they would both get it so that they can like, you know, both do shit. I don't know. What do you think of them right now? Like, what is the state of Kim and Kanye? Like, I think they worked out some sort of arrangement so they stayed married, and I think that they're not going to break up. I think that they're like, they have some arrangement going where they like they need each other from a business standpoint too much that they like will never divorce.
So the election really tried Kim's patience.
I think
because
so.
Leading up to the election, you know, Kanye had some mental health issues come up again publicly. There was some laundry airing that came out.
Chris Jong-un.
Chris Jong-un also, and also Kourtney wore like Kanye campaign gear, but like Kim didn't.
I know. I would die to like know what actually happened. Like.
Yeah, and so remember they went to the fortress. They also went to like the fortress in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, the fortress.
And so I think that there was like the photos of them crying in a car in Wyoming. Why do I know this? Like,
why do we all like? Why? It's because this is where we are journalists, Claire.
Yes. So long story short, I think that the arrangement was I'm not having any more kids with you, right. Kanye, even though you want me to have 10 kids. Because Kanye said he wanted to have like 10 kids with her.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's got cult leader disease. Like he wants to like have 1 million children.
And she was like, thank God Kanye lost in such a public way. He didn't get that much percent of the vote that he would even think this was like a good thing. I think Biden winning was good, because Kanye's whole MAGA thing is going to like tone down a little bit, without Trump in power. And then, I think that they just are trying to like suffer through the next year. And then I think if he does one more thing, he's out. But I think that the ultimatum was issued this year. So, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. I think like Kanye is such a wild card that it's like it's crazy that they're even still together. But yeah, I think they had some. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, if he's on thin ice and like he can't pull another stunt or else he's out. Like I know one of the big things that they were alleging was that he kept threatening he was going to go live on Instagram and like expose them.
Right. And I think that I also think, and I should have said this, I think they are like informally separated.
Oh
like,
yeah, I think that that's been the case for years. I think that I think their entire marriage like has mostly been living like in a fully different like states, and they get together like for trips and stuff. But I think it's been like a long distance marriage from the jump.
Yeah, I think that now it's like he's got his compound, he's got, people visiting him, including Kim. She can just get on a plane. And I think that there's been like a semi-custody agreement where it's like kids this many weeks of the year, et cetera.
Totally. I think it's a low-key separation for sure.
Yeah. But so back to the list.
Yes.
So yeah, Kanye. So the reason Kourtney is low.
Kourtney, I don't know if Kourtney's going to take it. She strikes me as very anti-vax.
Yes, she posted this year that the blue surgical masks give you cancer. Remember that?
She posted that insane, that insane like fake news, like anti-masker meme.
Anti-masker meme. She also supported Bieber when Bieber was really mean to that doctor. Remember that?
No.
Bieber was like really mean to a surgeon in his comments about COVID, excuse me. And I think that then Kourtney came on and started liking Bieber's posts.
Oh, okay.
Being like, a surgeon was like, you need to understand this virus is real, basically. I've seen people die. And then like kind of like told him off. And Bieber was like, fuck you. Like it was like vague hoax language that Bieber was using. And then Kourtney was like liking those posts.
I think what will get Kourtney to take the vaccine is if she wants to go on a vacation or something and they say you can't come unless you get the vaccine. She 100% would choose taking hot pics on a beach over like her anti-vaxxer beliefs.
Yes, and Scott will take it. Scott's not on the list at all, but he's going to encourage her to get it. Probably so that he can get it sooner because he's the father of their kids.
Yeah, I think they're both. I think Chris will definitely get Scott a vaccine. She loves Scott. She loves Scott. And then you have Kylie and then Kendall.
Kendall is last because Kendall is unfortunately, in my opinion, the product of like how the genes like shook out. So like I think Kendall is most like Caitlyn, both in terms of personality, personal style, even like physical looks. And I think that she reminds Chris of Caitlyn. This is my own theory. And I think that she's not, because her modeling career is self-sufficient, just like Caitlyn's life is a self-sufficient life.
Whoa.
Kendall is a real model. Kendall, is a product of nepotism, but she is a real model. She walked in Paris Fashion Week multiple times. She walks in Milan Fashion Week every year. She's done the Chanel campaign. She's really a real model.
For real.
She doesn't need Chris to schedule her appointments. She probably has like, I don't know where she's wrapped, but like WME or something.
Yeah, I'm sure Chris is involved with her team, but she has her own team, I would imagine, aside from Chris's company.
And Kendall is the worst television.
Oh, yeah. Except for her Architectural Digest tour, which was must-see TV.
The cloud couch. Everyone has a cloud couch.
Everyone has a cloud couch.
Too often. That was too often. Yeah, and I think that,
you're giving me chills right now. You're giving me chills because you're so right. Like, I do think there's a distance between Kendall and Chris, and I do think Kendall has a closer relationship with Caitlyn. I do think they have more in common. They both love old cars. I think Kendall really likes Malibu. I think I think they're more in common. They have more in common. They both have the tall, lanky thing. Like,
they both are just sort of that also that quiet,
Mhm.
more pensive. I mean, I think it's unfortunately that genetic thing where like one daughter just reminds her of her ex-wife.
Yeah,
And,
totally.
yeah. And then Rob, yeah, a lot of people got on me on Twitter because Rob wasn't on there. And like, Rob's never on there.
No, Rob
He's
is
never
not getting a
finished.
vaccine. Like, not on purpose. Like,
I'll get it before Rob.
yeah, like she just forgot. Like, Rob's not gonna get one. Like, Rob's not on the list for a reason.
Someone in the chat asked if we think Kendall is trans. I'm not going to speculate on that. That's Kendall's journey.
I'm pretty sure Kendall is cisgender. But I you know, and this might be problematic to do, but I do get queer vibes from her.
A lot of people do. I'm one of them, but I can't, that's
not really our place to like say. And I'm fine if she never ever wants to like publicly talk about that stuff. That's her choice. But I mean, bi vibes big time. Bi vibes big time.
Bi vibes. Yeah, but also like if she didn't want to talk about that, the way that Caitlyn's coming out story was handled by Chris was horrible.
Oh, horrible. I mean, they've been so problematic to Caitlyn, like
for a decade,
for a long time. Yeah, totally.
So I would.
Well, Claire, this list is amazing. I think you're absolutely correct. Who is Rob? We don't even know who he is when it comes to the COVID vaccine. Thanks for coming on the show. Is there anything you want to plug while we have you? Where can people find you?
I still do my newsletter, Going Downs. I do a lot longer articles right now just because, of time and the year being wrapped up. Brendan, my husband, is also contributing to that.
Yes, everybody check out Going Downs. I love Going Downs.
And hopefully this article on Real Housewives goes well. Hopefully I don't get sued. I will send that to you, Kate, when it comes out.
I will be tweeting it. I will be tweeting the article whenever it drops.
Yeah. Wish me luck. I really am nervous about any thing that talks about alleged crimes. So
best of luck to you. We'll send our hot and rich vibes your way. Everybody follow Claire on all the platforms too. She just came back to public Twitter account status, so you can follow Claire again at Claire C. Downs.
I did. I got some tech bros got mad at me because I said Silicon Valley did nothing for us during the coronavirus when I was drunk.
Where's the lie?
Right. And I said, so much for American ingenuity. And I was drunk. And then the next morning I woke up to lots of VCs and Silicon Valley people being extremely upset with me, tweeting. I think I got posted on I got posted on Reddit as well.
Oh my God.
A picture of my tweet. Yeah. So then I had to block people and because they wouldn't stop. They were commenting on all my posts. So I had to go through. I did a Jack thing though. I soft blocked a lot of people.
Soft blocking is a lot of fun.
That's where it's
at.
If
I blocked you, it's probably unblocked now because you stopped harassing me. So.
Well, thank you for coming on the show, Claire. I'll let you go now, but come back anytime. We love you over here on Hot and Rich.
I love Hot and Rich.
We're big
fans.
I'm
a huge fan. And I'm always on the podcast.
Well, you're in the podcast crew. You're in the podcast listeners crew of Hot and Rich. Shout out to all the podcast listeners. Thank you, Claire. Goodbye. And goodbye to all of you. I'll be back on Friday. Until next time, stay hot and stay rich.
I'm so fucking rich and hot. I'm so